Welcome to the fascinating world of India lost cities. Many lost cities in India may exist underground, with some reports suggesting that the architecture and streets are still preserved intact. Scientific studies confirm that some of these cities may have been abandoned due to climate change, including rising temperatures and sea levels. This indicates a surprising reality. Approximately 85% of ancient cities are believed to remain completely unexplored, with millions of acres awaiting discovery. An intriguing architectural phenomenon is that some lost cities developed urban techniques with robust drainage systems and solid architecture, which may have influenced later civilizations. Even more surprising is that many of these cities developed a culture that was autonomous and independent with transnational trade, showcasing the diversity and complexity of ancient Indian society. Do you know which India lost cities this is? Please leave your answer in the comments below. Now, let us explore together. Hampi is a famous archaeological and historical site in the state of Karnataka, India. It was once the capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, 14th to 16th century, one of the most powerful dynasties in Indian history. Today, the Hampi ruins have been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, featuring hundreds of Hindu temples, palaces, and ancient stone sculptures. Hampi was once the second richest city in the world in the 16th century, second only to Beijing. There are around 1,600 monuments scattered throughout Hampi, including temples, stone pillars, ancient markets, and palaces. Hampi was tragically destroyed in 1565 when the Islamic coalition of the Deccan Sultanates launched an attack. The entire city was looted, burned, and devastated over a span of 6 months, turning a prosperous metropolis into ruins. The Vijayanagara kings were beheaded, and their army was almost entirely wiped out. The surviving citizens either fled or were enslaved. Many Hindu statues in Hampi were beheaded or smashed by the invaders, and some temples still bear the marks of destruction. It is said that the Tungabhadra River ran red with blood during the most intense days of battle. After its destruction, Hampi was abandoned and never rebuilt as a great city again. Fatehpur Sikri is an ancient city in the state of Uttar Pradesh, India. It is located about 40 kilometers west of Agra. This city was built by Emperor Akbar with the ambition of establishing a new capital for the Mughal Empire. The city was meticulously planned, with administrative districts, residential areas, and communal spaces. Natural ventilation systems were implemented, allowing air to circulate and keep the buildings cool, much like modern urban designs today. Notably, Fatehpur Sikri served as a testing ground for Akbar's religious ideas. He combined elements from Islam, Hinduism, Jainism, and Christianity to create a new faith known as Din-e Ilahi. However, despite its grandeur, the city was abandoned after only 14 years due to a severe water shortage. Konark is a small town in Odisha, India, famous for the Sun Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The temple is designed like a giant chariot of the sun god, Surya, with 24 intricately carved wheels and 7 horses pulling it. The temple walls display stone carvings depicting scenes of daily life, nature, and Hindu mythology. The craftsmanship is remarkable, with precise carvings on hard stones like chlorite and laterite, leading many scientists to believe that ancient builders might have used advanced techniques such as lasers or ancient stone-cutting machines. The massive stone blocks are assembled using an interlocking system without cement or mortar. The temple's structure is a marvel of engineering, using heavy stones fitted tightly in a force-dispersing design. This construction method has kept the temple standing strong for centuries, even through earthquakes. Nalanda was the world's first higher education center, existing from the 5th to the 12th century. Students studied not only Buddhism, but also science, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, logic. The university housed the ancient world's largest library, known as Dharma Ganja, containing over 9 million manuscripts. The library was divided into 3 grand buildings: Ratnodati, Ocean of Jewels; Ratnasagara, Sea of Treasures; and Ratnaranjaka, Jewel Adorned. In 1193, a tragedy struck. The Islamic forces, led by General Bakhtiar Khilji, attacked Nalanda. The library burned for 3 months, turning millions of manuscripts to ashes. Despite this destruction, Nalanda left a powerful legacy through its colossal architecture. The campus covered 14 hectares, featuring 11 monasteries and 6 large temples, all connected by underground corridors. Dholavira is an important archaeological site of the Indus Valley Civilization, located in Gujarat, India. It is a city over 4,500 years old, existing from around 2650 BCE to 1900 BCE. This ancient city had an advanced urban layout, comparable to modern cities. One of Dholavira's greatest achievements was its sophisticated water management system. The city featured 16 massive water reservoirs, built entirely of stone, designed to collect rainwater and groundwater. The water supply and drainage systems were meticulously engineered, ensuring survival in the arid desert. Additionally, archaeologists discovered the largest known Harappan signboard. It had 10 symbols carved on a stone slab, but the script remains undeciphered to this day. Around 1900 BCE, the city declined rapidly. Severe droughts forced the inhabitants to abandon their homes. Dholavira lay buried under the sands for thousands of years until its rediscovery in 1967. Bodh Gaya is a famous landmark located in Bihar, India. It is where Lord Buddha attained enlightenment, making it a sacred pilgrimage site for Buddhists worldwide. Here, Buddha discovered the middle path and introduced Vipassana meditation, the foundation of modern mindfulness practices. Vipassana trains the mind to observe reality clearly and cultivate inner peace in daily life. The Mahabodhi temple, built over 100 years ago with baked bricks, stands as a timeless monument to history. Inside the temple rests a majestic Buddha statue carved from a single piece of black stone, dating back to the 5th century and covered in gold, offered by devoted Buddhists from around the world. Under the Bodhi tree, where Buddha meditated, history still lives on. The current Bodhi tree is a direct descendant of the original, holding the title of the world's oldest documented tree. A branch from this sacred tree was once taken to Sri Lanka and continues to thrive there to this day. Qutub Minar is a famous architectural structure located in Delhi, India. It was started in 1192 by Qutb-ud-Din Aibak, the founder of the Mamluk dynasty, also known as the Slave Dynasty. The construction continued under the rule of Iltutmish and was completed by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. The building process spanned 3 generations, from Qutb-ud-Din Aibak to Iltutmish and finally to Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Qutub Minar has survived many earthquakes, thanks to its spiral design, which gradually tapers from bottom to top. This design follows a principle of force distribution, similar to modern earthquake-resistant structures. On the tower's surface, Arabic and Naskh inscriptions are carved, recording its construction history, the names of kings, and verses from the Quran, creating a kind of stone chronicle. The tower's survival for over 800 years is due to 3 key engineering features. First, the interlocking construction technique, which strengthens the structure against shaking. Second, the use of sandstone, rich in silica, providing natural resistance to erosion and cracking. Third, the vertical grooves along the tower, which reduce wind resistance, a concept similar to modern designs like the Burj Khalifa. The Red Fort in Delhi stands as a powerful symbol of India's rich history. Built between 1638 and 1648, it cost a staggering 60 million rupees during the Mughal era, which equals billions of US dollars today. This grand fortress reflects the wealth and authority of the Mughal Empire. Originally, the Red Fort wasn't red at all. It was covered in a bright white lime coating. Over time, the white coating began to peel away. To preserve the structure, British authorities repainted it with a red hue, creating the name Red Fort. Inside, the fort once sparkled with gold, silver, and precious gemstones. But during the British colonial period, these treasures were looted, stripped away from its walls. Beneath the fort lies a dark secret. There are underground prison cells where the British once held and tortured Indian revolutionaries. Even today, scars from those brutal days remain on the walls, silent witnesses to India's painful yet heroic fight for freedom. Gwalior Fort, a renowned historical fortress, stands proudly in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh, India. It is celebrated for its majestic architecture and profound historical significance. Notably, Gwalior Fort preserves one of the earliest pieces of evidence of the ancient game of chess. A carved inscription here records the existence of chaturanga, the predecessor of modern chess, dating back to the 6th century. The fortress also served as a notorious prison. Many royal figures met their tragic fate within its walls. Prince Murad Bakhsh, the brother of Emperor Aurangzeb, was poisoned to death here. Additionally, King Hemu, a formidable commander of the Mughal era, was captured and beheaded after the Battle of Panipat. Its formidable defenses earned the admiration of Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire. Babur famously described it as the pearl among the fortresses of India, acknowledging that this stronghold was nearly impossible to capture by force. Bibi Ka Maqbara is a famous mausoleum located in Aurangabad, Maharashtra, India. It is known as a replica of the Taj Mahal, but built at a much lower cost. The construction cost of Bibi Ka Maqbara was only around 700,000 rupees. Meanwhile, the Taj Mahal cost approximately 32 million rupees at the time. The reason for this cost difference lies in the materials. Bibi Ka Maqbara used limestone and plaster instead of solid marble. The central part of the mausoleum is made of marble. However, many surrounding areas were built using plaster and lime. This creates a clear contrast in quality between the center and the outer sections. It is the only major mausoleum built during the reign of Aurangzeb. It reflects his frugal philosophy, contrasting with the grand extravagance of his father, Shah Jahan. A remarkable feature of the structure is its acoustics. Standing directly beneath the central dome, you will hear layered echoes. This effect is created by the carefully designed domes and arches. They follow precise principles of acoustic resonance. Mehrangarh Fort is one of the largest and most magnificent forts in Rajasthan, India. It was built in the year 1459 by Rao Jodha, the ruler of the Rathore dynasty. Standing on a massive sandstone cliff towering 125 meters high, the fort had a natural defensive advantage. Its walls, rising up to 36 meters, were built to withstand attacks, making it nearly impenetrable. One of the most significant gates is Loha Pole. Here, you can still see handprints of royal widows who performed satai, a ritual where they sacrificed themselves by jumping into the fire after their king's death. Inside the fort, a grand museum showcases ancient swords, royal armor, palanquins, and crowns from past centuries. Interestingly, Mehrangarh Fort was also featured in the Hollywood film The Dark Knight Rises. Its large halls were designed to create a natural echo effect, amplifying voices without the need for modern technology. Ranthambore Fort is one of India's most significant forts, located in Jaipur, Rajasthan. It was once a strategic military center, witnessing many brutal battles between the Rajput and Mughal dynasties. During these sieges, thousands of soldiers lost their lives, staining the fortress walls with blood. Beyond warfare, the fort is shrouded in eerie legends. Many believe that the spirits of fallen warriors still haunt its corridors. Locals claim that at night, one can hear the echoes of footsteps and the clashing of weapons in the empty halls. Today, Amber Fort stands as a famous tourist attraction, but its walls still whisper stories of endless battles and sacrifices. Its grand structures hold the silent echoes of a history filled with war and bloodshed. Kumbhalgarh Fort in Rajasthan, India, is one of the most important forts in the region. Its wall stretches 36 kilometers, making it the second longest in the world after the Great Wall of China. With an extremely strong defense system, the fort has 7 main gates, each built solidly, strong enough to withstand war elephants and cannons. Remarkably, it was never breached directly. It was only taken once due to betrayal by the Mughals and Rajputs. Standing at an altitude of 100 meters, Kumbhalgarh had a great strategic advantage, allowing clear visibility of enemies from afar. Additionally, it is surrounded by the Kumbhalgarh Wildlife Sanctuary, making it difficult to detect and attack. The fort's architecture is made of sandstone and limestone, with walls 4.5 to 7.5 meters thick, ensuring its durability over time. This place is also the birthplace of Maharana Pratap, a legendary warrior who kept the Mughal Empire on edge. Lothal is an important archaeological site of the Indus Valley Civilization, located in the state of Gujarat, India. It is renowned for having the world's first known artificial dock, constructed around 2400 BCE, showcasing how the Harappans mastered water management and maritime technology at an early stage. One of Lothal's most impressive features is its advanced drainage system. The drainage channels were precisely sloped, allowing wastewater to flow out without causing flooding, a challenge that even many modern cities struggle to overcome. Lothal was also a hub for international trade. It facilitated the export of goods like beads, ivory, and cotton to regions such as Mesopotamia, Persia, and the Arabian Peninsula. Notably, the bead-making workshops in Lothal produced ultra-small carnelian beads with diameters as tiny as 0.25 millimeters, drilled perfectly using primitive tools, a testament to the Harappans' exceptional craftsmanship and technological prowess. Mahabalipuram, also known as Mahabalipuram, is located in the state of Tamil Nadu, India. It is one of India's most important archaeological sites and has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Mahabalipuram was built in the 7th century during the Pallava dynasty, with architecture primarily consisting of monolithic rock carvings. Some structures were directly sculpted into the mountains without the use of mortar or cement. Additionally, Mahabalipuram is famous for the Shore Temple, a significant coastal temple. The 2004 tsunami exposed parts of ancient structures buried under the sand, leading many to believe that more hidden structures lie beneath the sea. One of its most remarkable landmarks is Krishna's butterball, a massive rock weighing approximately 250 tons, which leans at a precarious angle yet has remained stable for thousands of years. In 1908, British authorities attempted to push it down using elephants, but failed to move it. Nagarjunakonda is a famous historical and archaeological site located in Andhra Pradesh, India. The name Nagarjunakonda means Hill of Nagarjuna, named after the renowned Buddhist philosopher Acharya Nagarjuna, who lived during the 2nd and the 3rd centuries AD and pioneered the Madhyamaka school of philosophy. In 1960, during the construction of the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, the Indian government relocated all archaeological remains from the valley to the present island. Without this effort, the entire heritage would have been submerged. After the decline of Buddhism, many structures at Nagarjunakonda were destroyed due to invasions and cultural conflicts. Notably, several parts of the ancient city still lie beneath the reservoir, awaiting excavation. Today, the remaining artifacts are preserved in the Nagarjunakonda Museum on the island, displaying ancient human skeletons, pottery, coins, and exquisite sculptures. Anagundi is an ancient village located near Hampi in the state of Karnataka, India. It is believed to be over 3,000 million years old, belonging to the Darwa Craton, one of the oldest parts of the Earth's crust still in existence. The geology here mainly consists of Archean granite, one of the earliest types of rock formations on the planet. In addition, archaeologists have discovered traces of both the Paleolithic and Neolithic periods in this region. Stone tools and cave paintings found in the surrounding areas reveal that humans lived here as early as 10,000 BCE, highlighting its historical significance in human evolution. Today, Anagundi still retains its traditional village structure, with houses built from mud and sun-dried bricks, designed to suit the local climate. The residents follow an eco-friendly, agricultural lifestyle, using traditional techniques to grow millet and pulses on semi-arid soil. Rajgir is a historical and religious town located in Bihar, India. It holds significant importance for several religions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism. This ancient town once served as the first capital of the Magadha kingdom, a powerful empire that paved the way for the rise of the Maurya and Gupta dynasties. Surrounding Rajgir is the Cyclopean Wall, stretching 40 kilometers, built during prehistoric times. The wall was constructed using a dry stone technique without mortar, resembling the ancient Greek fortifications. Rajgir was also the site of royal conflicts and tragedies. King Jarasananda, a formidable enemy of Krishna, was slain here after an intense 27-day-long duel. Another tragic tale unfolds with King Bimbisara. He was imprisoned by his own son, Ajatashatru, in a small chamber on a hill where he chose to starve to death rather than betray Buddha. The Martan Sun Temple is an ancient Hindu temple located in Anantnag, Jammu and Kashmir, India. It was built in the 8th century under the reign of King Lalitaditya Muktapada of the Karkota dynasty. This temple stands as a significant example of Hindu architecture from that era, showcasing both cultural and artistic excellence. The temple was constructed entirely from finely cut sandstone blocks, assembled without any binding material. Its structure is rectangular, measuring about 60 meters in length and 36 meters in width, surrounded by 84 stone pillars. The temple faces east, allowing the first rays of the sun to illuminate the sanctum each morning. In the 15th century, King Sikandar Butshikan ordered the temple's destruction during his campaign against Hindu monuments. The demolition took more than a year to complete, leaving the temple in ruins. Many historians consider this destruction a clear example of religious conflict during medieval India. Basgo is a historic village located in the Ladakh region of India. It is renowned for the ruins of Basgo Fort and its ancient monasteries. The village once served as a vital defensive outpost for the Namgyal dynasty during the 16th century, strategically positioned along the main route connecting Leh and Srinagar. The Basgo fort was constructed atop a hill of clay, providing a natural advantage for defense, easy to protect, yet difficult to conquer. In 1680, the Mughal army under Emperor Aurangzeb laid siege to Basgo, but they failed to capture it due to the rugged terrain and strong fortifications. Both the fort and the monasteries were built using a traditional method of mixing clay with straw. This technique helped the structures withstand extreme temperatures and mild earthquakes. The walls, measuring 1 to 1.5 meters thick, acted as natural insulation, keeping the interiors warm during winter and cool in summer. Vaishali, located in the state of Bihar, India, is a significant historical site. It was home to one of the earliest forms of democracy, known as the Ganas, around the 6th century BCE, predating even the democratic system of Athens in Greece. Vaishali is closely tied to both Buddhism and Jainism. It was here that Gautama Buddha delivered his final sermon, before departing for nirvana. Additionally, Vaishali was the birthplace of Mahavira, the 24th Tirthankara of Jainism. Several important monuments still stand today. The Ashoka Pillar, a single stone column standing over 11 meters tall, was erected by Emperor Ashoka to mark Buddha's presence here. Moreover, the relic stupa in Vaishali is one of the 8 sites where Buddha's relics were enshrined after his cremation. This stupa serves as an invaluable archaeological record, highlighting the spread of Buddhism after Buddha's passing. Pattadakal is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Karnataka, India. This temple complex was built around the 7th to 8th century, during the reign of the Chalukya dynasty around the year 740 CE. In 1987, UNESCO officially recognized Pattadakal as a World Heritage Site for its outstanding cultural and architectural value. The most remarkable feature of Pattadakal is the rare blend of architectural styles, combining the Dravidian style from South India and the Nagara style from North India. The intricate carvings on the temple walls depict stories from three great Indian epics, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Bhagavata Purana, with details as fine as a few millimeters reflecting extraordinary craftsmanship. Notably, the Virupaksha temple is more than just a place of worship. It stands as a monument celebrating King Vikramaditya II's victory over the Pallavas. Barabar Caves, located in Bihar, India, stand as one of the oldest rock-cut caves in the world. These ancient structures date back to the 3rd century BCE, during the reign of Emperor Ashoka. What makes them extraordinary is the absence of iron or steel tools from that period. Yet the caves were carved into extremely hard granite with astonishing precision. Some theories suggest that ancient builders might have used advanced technology or an unknown method, now lost to time. Inside the caves, the cuts are perfectly straight, with surfaces polished to a mirror-like finish. There are no signs of traditional chiseling, making the precision seem almost as if achieved by modern lasers. Adding to the mystery, the caves were closely associated with the Ajivika sect, a now extinct religious order. This connection, along with the unexplained construction techniques, keeps Barabar Caves shrouded in unanswered questions. Bhangar Fort in Rajasthan, India, is renowned for its haunting tales and supernatural occurrences. It is not only famous for its ancient architecture, but also for the unexplained phenomena that have lingered for centuries. The Indian government, through the ASI, has strictly prohibited entry into the fort from sunset to sunrise. Warning signs are posted right at the main gate, and anyone caught violating the rule may face penalties. Surrounding the fort, there are no inhabited villages. Locals claim they once lived nearby, but were forced to move away due to continuous encounters with inexplicable events. there have been numerous reports of mysterious disappearances. Curious explorers who entered the fort after dark never returned, with no trace of their whereabouts. Even during daylight, visitors often report an eerie sense of being watched, sudden drops in temperature, and whispers echoing without any visible source. Auli is a stunning destination located in Uttarakhand, India. It is famous for its breathtaking scenery and winter sports, especially skiing. The snow in Auli is of high quality, fine, dry, and with low adhesion, making it easier for skiers to control their speed and balance. Beneath the snow lies alpine grass, acting as a natural cushion that prevents soil erosion and slows down the melting process. Due to its high altitude, the oxygen level in Auli is 20 to 30% lower than at sea level, often causing mild altitude sickness for unacclimatized visitors. In the evening, cold winds blow down from the surrounding peaks with an average speed of 10 to 20 kilometers per hour, making the air feel even colder. Auli also boasts a 4.15-kilometer-long cable car, taller than the Empire State Building if placed vertically. Tughlaqabad Fort is an ancient fortress located in the southern part of Delhi, India. It was built by King Ghiyas-ud-Din Tughlaq in 1321 with the purpose of serving as a strong military base. The design of the fort follows the triangular citadel principle, a structure that optimizes defense. Watchtowers were strategically placed, while narrow slits in the walls allowed archers to shoot without revealing themselves. Surrounding the fort was a deep moat, acting as a natural defensive barrier. The construction process stirred controversy, as King Tughlaq forced the people of Delhi into labor. This led to a curse from the Saint Nizamuddin Auliya, who said, "Ya rahe ujja, ya bas gujja." This place will either remain desolate or be inhabited only by nomads. The curse seemed to take effect after King Ghiyas-ud-Din Tughlaq's mysterious death under a collapsed pavilion. Soon after, the fort was abandoned. Bandipur National Park is located in the state of Karnataka, India. It is one of the most important wildlife reserves, known for its rich ecosystem. The park is famous for its thriving tiger population, with more than 170 individuals, according to a recent tiger census. This makes Bandipur one of the regions with the highest tiger density in India. The ecosystem of Bandipur falls under the tropical dry deciduous forest category. In this type of forest, trees shed their leaves during summer to reduce water loss. As a result, the park acts as a green lung, regulating the local climate and serving as a crucial water source for many small rivers. Bandipur is also a vital part of the Nilgiri Biosphere Corridor, allowing wildlife to move freely between protected areas without fragmentation. However, tourism and agricultural expansion near the park are threatening the natural habitat of many species. Coorg, also known as Kodagu, is a district located in the state of Karnataka in southern India. It is famous for its lush green landscapes, pleasant climate, and vast coffee plantations. Coorg is known as the coffee capital of India, producing around 40% of the country's coffee, mainly Arabica and Robusta. The plantations here grow coffee under tall shade trees, allowing the beans to mature slowly, resulting in a richer flavor. In addition to coffee, Coorg is renowned for its high-quality black pepper, cardamom, and vanilla. Coorg is also home to the Kadava people, a community known for its military traditions and unique cultural heritage. The region is part of the Western Ghats, a biodiversity hotspot recognized by UNESCO, harboring many rare species of flora and fauna.